If you're telling yourself, I don't have time to prep for PE, I'm working 100 hours a week, here's the hard truth. If you think prep only happens after hours, you've already lost. The people who land offers learn to turn their day job into their prep. They don't wait for free time. They manufacture it inside the chaos. I'm Stefan, co-founder of Break Into PE. I started in investment banking at Morgan Stanley and moved to the buy side at HG Capital in under 1 year. Since then, I've created my own multi-million-dollar private equity holding as well as coached hundreds of candidates across Europe. Many have gone on to firms like KKR, Blackstone, Carlyle, EQT and Bain Capital. In today's video, I'll walk you through exactly how to make time for PE prep even when your calendar looks impossible. How to rewire your day so that everything you do compounds toward an offer. Time isn't the blocker, structure is. In banking and consulting, there's face time. Lots of unfocused waiting. If you treat those moments like dead space, they'll stay dead. If you turn them into micro reps, 30 seconds here, 5 minutes there, you start stacking hundreds of targeted actions a week. That's how you win while everyone else is too busy. Your desk is not separate from your prep. It is the prep. If you want to crush LBO interviews and dominate financial modeling, engineer your stuffing toward more technical work streams. If you're light on commercial judgment, ask to draft the first pass of the investment highlights or risk page for the deck. The first draft is painful and slow. Perfect. That's where the learning lives. When I was at Morgan Stanley, I didn't magically get extra time. I was also working 100 hours myself, but I converted the time I already had by choosing smartly and finding ways to improve my skill set. Yes, face time is real, but face time isn't always work time. Bankers sit around to look available. Fine. Use that window. Keep a scratch LBO in a hidden tab. Keep a one-page memo template open. If the room goes quiet for 4 minutes while you wait on comments, run a quick return bridge. Entry multiple, deleveraging, EBITDA growth, cash generation. Build muscle memory so that when an interviewer says, walk me through the value creation levers, your mouth moves before your nerves do. Commute time is gold. Read the Financial Times or high-quality European business source when you walk in. Not for the headlines, for the structure. Ask, what's the investment thesis underneath this story? What's the revenue model? What multiples are rational in this subsector? On the tube, run mental math. 30 seconds on interest coverage if rates go up 100 pips. Quick dividend recap math. You're not cramming. You're calibrating your inner calculator so numbers become your native language. Weekends are where you close loops. If you try to catch up randomly, you wander. Give yourself targets you can count. This weekend is 3 full LBOs from scratch, timed to 90 minutes each. The Saturday morning is 2 hours to read and summarize your target funds, last 3 public theses or portfolio case studies. Then a 30-minute voice memo where you pitch them back in your own words. So you don't need 12 hours. You need 3 hours of deliberate practice you can measure. And yes, sacrifice matters. Europe is smaller, curated and competitive. Bite the bullet now. The dividends last the rest of your career. Your default reaction to unexpected free time should be prep. The deal falls through Tuesday night, do not drift. Wednesday morning, print 1 sim and build a bare bones model by lunch. Thursday, write a 1-page memo, market, mode, money, what actually drives returns. Friday, ask a VP at coffee, where do you think the thesis really broke? Or just ask them something to get their perspective. You've just turned a lost deal into a simulated buy-side cycle. That is how you stay sharp when the calendar relaxes. And so, don't try to look like an investor for interviews. Become one now. At lunch, ask colleagues, if you had to buy one company in our coverage for 5 years, which would you pick and why? Push the conversation beyond, it's a leader. Talk pricing power, retention curves, capex intensity, working capital drag. Discuss where the market is going and what's top of mind for leaders in the space. When your daily language is investor language, interviews feel like Tuesday lunch, not an exam. Let's talk specifically about Europe. The process is less standardized, more relationship driven and often off-cycle. There are fewer seats, more languages and a sharper filter on fit with the firm's investment style. Headhunters won't give you 10 lives. You might get 1 or 2 real shots a year from the platforms you want. That makes readiness non-negotiable. It also means fund-specific prep matters more. If you're targeting a European mid-market buyout fund with a hands-on value creation model, your cases should reflect operational levers, not just financial engineering. If you're aiming for a growth equity fund, get fluent in product velocity, net dollar retention, and cohort analysis. The smaller the market, the sharper your angle needs to be. Build a mini curriculum around 1 or 2 funds you actually want. Read their portfolio pages and press releases. Then reverse engineer a 1-page how they invest note. Favored sectors, deal sizes, ownership model, value creation patterns. Recreate a stripped down LBO for 2 of their assets and write 3 lines on what really made the deal work. Multiple, margin or money in, money out. Spend 1 commute per week turning that into a 60-second elevator pitch. Here's the playbook. Your job is your gym. Engineer staffing to build the exact muscles PE tests. Face time becomes practice time. Micro reps in the quiet minutes. Weekends are for measurable sprints. 3 reps beat 12 hours of random. Default to prep when free time appears. Turn dead deals into live learning. Adopt the investor identity so interviews feel familiar. And tailor everything to Europe's tighter, more curated market. Again, Europe and the US is very different. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more insights on how to break into private equity in Europe. If you don't want to leave anything to chance in your PE prep, head to breakintope.com and book a free strategy call with our team. We run a short diagnostic, show exactly where you stand, and map the fastest path from the desk to offer. I'm Stefan from Breaking to PE, and I see you in the next one.